Hey guys, welcome. Force J here. We're here in Halifax, so we'll be flying over to St. John's on a WestJet 737-600. Just make sure I file my flight plan. Looks like the weather is looking pretty cool in St. John's IVAR. 20 knots crosswind for landing, so that's going to be fun. An hour 17 minutes. And looks like we'll be cruising at flight level 410. Alright, so let me go ahead and pre-file that. There we go. Good to go. Alrighty. Let's hop back in the aircraft and get ourselves ready here. Sounds good. Gate 24 is where we're at. And just a flight plan request. That's the one. 41014. That was set payload, fuel, and select the route. Let's see what we got here. We got block 14.1. Can load it up. Departing runway 05. There we go. Looking good. 05. Zero fuel weight is 104.6. Our reserves is at 6. And a cost index of 14. Cruising wind 320 at 69er. Actually, before we do that, let's do flight level 410, as we're cruising at 410. Now we can do that 320, 69er. Departing 5, Halifax 4. And then as far as arrivals into St. John's, we got, I'm going to go ahead and set up for the ILS runway 28. ILS 28 on the Bernie 5, Burin 5. And transition is on that. That might change. Get out of the way. For the OFB, I need to double check the numbers here. Fuel 14.1 is correct. And payload, let's see here, 94. Let's go with, give me a minute. Let's go with a in and back. And then cargo 4700. Let's do 47. I think I'm gonna split at yeah, we're gonna do 2200 and 2500. Yeah, aft cargo. That's giving us takeoff CG at 23.9, about 24, with the low level 69%. Sounds good to me. Takeoff. Report that from the OFB, selecting runway 05, and report that from the aircraft and the weather. And cross check, we've got 0605, 6 at -2. .3015, 3015, and 3015, looking good. And I got a CG 2392, we can calculate that. We're getting flaps 1 with our CG at 2, let's go ahead and put in 24. 119er, 120, and 129er. I'm gonna go with the higher speed, 124, 125, extra 5 knots or so, and 129er for the V2. Same. Just go back out a little. And one limits. We're gonna select of 55, and that is for oh, okay, non-derated. Do climb 1. Since we're doing it, do climb 1 is good. That might change the. There we go. 24, 25, 29. There you go. Cool. Still light test. Looking good. I haven't flown a 737 in a while now, so it's gonna be fun. It's there. Got flight controls checked. Clear that out, and we can go ahead and start our APU. Let's just do a flow check here. No fuel in the center tanks. APU's coming on, and start. taxi backs in auto, and we'll leave that like that for now. Fly level 410. And we're looking at, for 05, it's 449, 450. Logo's coming on. There we go. Awesome. 053 on a heading. And then Halifax for departure. Initial climb 5,000. Let's do flight directors on. And 129. Looking good. Let's do traffic and weather. That. And on the right side, we're going to do our vertical profile and let's see here, terrain. And let's bring it up to about 80 miles. Looking good. 2953, 5,000. Alright, guys, just give me a quick sec, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and I guess I am ready to get myself 219-18-4. 219-18-4. Let's see here, 2-1. I just had to take this call for work. 18-4.
Alright, okay, and sound number 3-1 Charlie, where do you say?
18-4. Man, I have not flown a 737 in a while now.
November 341 Charlie,
Been flying a lot, the F-28, 727,
taxi,
A320, the Phoenix.
Alpha, Juliet, Hotel 05, number break, all aircraft and Halifax attention, Halifax information, all flights correct.
I was gonna just check that. So we do, looks like we do have information. Oscar, let's just double check here.
Number 341
Yeah, we do have Oscar.
Charlie, runway 05, apron.
Wind change 070 at 5, not much of a difference. 15 miles, 250 for minus 23017. So let's go ahead and change that to 3017. And you know what? I'm going to recalculate. Okay, that's different. 0705. So we're gonna let's go with the 0705. And what do we got here? 43017. There we go. 242529er shouldn't change much. Yep, no changes. 252529er, and we can change that to 125 for V1. Sounds good. Alrighty, so with that, let's go ahead and get our clearance. Halifax ground, good evening, WestJet 4, Charlie Jet with Oscar. I'd like to request our clearance to St. John's, please.
WestJet 4, Charlie Jet, Halifax ground, number 4, clearance number 1.
Man, I'm excited to fly this. It's crazy. When am I not excited to fly? Never. So, in the meantime, let's go ahead and get our pushback, close the aircraft, all that good stuff. So we get our tug. Tug is down there positioning now. Ground services, so let's go ahead and go to ground operations, and we can go ahead and remove chocks. That should be closing our doors and all that good stuff. That looks like it's a little bit forward as should be, but I'm not going to worry about that. So just want to make sure we're got our doors closed. Yep, both closed and good to go. And I want to do as well our before start checklists, accept clearance. Our smoke selectors are nav, gear pins 1 to 3 remove, light test is checked. Auction test at 100%, yaw dampers on, nav transfer display, switch is normal and auto. Got fuel received, I got 14.1. Cabin and 2 IFE, galley, power on. Emergency exit lights are armed, fasten seat belts are on, window heat is on, air conditioner pressure, packs are in auto, and then bleeds are on and set. Pressurization mode selectors in auto, instruments cross-checked. Got 256. 256.
WestJet 4, Charlie Jet, it's Halifax ground, clearance ready as well, finish copy.
Ready to copy, Charlie Jet.
WestJet 4, 4 Charlie Juliet, you're equipped to St. John's Airport, Bali, Halifax for departure, and flight send back to Department 05, squawk 4306. And break November 341 Charlie, contact Halifax Tower, 118.4, and nice one, bye-bye.
Halifax Tower 18-4, think it was the Super truck.
Well, Shepherd Charlie is clear destination as filed. Halifax 4, flatline route, runway 054306 on a box.
Western 4 Julia, read back your script, pushing start your own description, Halifax information, Oscar, and calling me taxi.
Oh, we have Oscar, call back for taxi, West Shepherd Charlie. Bar 4306 on a box, let's go ahead and set that. We got 4, 3, 6, and 0. Cool, 4306, let's go Alt 1, and finish up our before start. Emergency exit lights are armed, fast seatbelts on, window heat is on, air conditioning pressure, packs are in auto, leads are on, precision instrument selectors in auto, instrument for Ross jack, so that's where we're at, 256, 256, and 256. I got 3017, 450 feet reading. Got burnout elevation at 05 and 450, 450, and 450, and 450. Looking good. Outer brakes set to RTO. Hydraulics normal. Speed brakes down. Detent. Parking brake is set. Let's just make sure this is change of flight controls here real quick before we proceed any further. There we go. Alright, awesome. Step crank out switch is normal. Wheel wells fire warnings checked. Radios, radar transponder set. Got out on rudder, aileron trims, free and 0. Takeoff briefing is discussed. PA is complete. FMC CDU is set. N1IS bugs are auto and set. I got 252529. And then step trim is set for 94 and 494 is set. Performance weight and balance sign is set. Phones are off. EFB airplane mode stowed. Flight deck windows and cockpit doors locked. Doors are closed. Passengers are seated. Before start checklist down to the line is complete. So we go to anti-collision on, and let's go ahead and do packs off. Before start checklist and flow below the line, air conditioning packs are off, anti-collision is on, parking brake is set, transponder is on top. Before start checklist and flow below the line is complete. Well, we're departing runway 5, so we're going to do tail to the right. And let's just look around, make sure there's nobody around. Looks like we're clear in here, and let's push back. There you go. Okay, let's see. I think I'm just gonna bring it just a little bit to that side. I don't want to block that taxiway. Straight back. Oh, somebody's flying a DC-6. Nice. Let's try to zoom that on there. Wait a minute. Very nice. Go, go, go. Start after finish pushback here. I want to focus since it's been a while. I've had 737. I want to make sure I'm fully focused here.
Hello, Halifax Grand, you're cleared to Washington Airport, Valley Halifax for departure, then flight time direct to Park runway 05, squawk 4307.
Cleared to Washington Reagan via the Halifax for departure flight plan route, the runway 05 and squawk 4307, they're kind of 113.
I got a 113, and read back is correct, just pushing start to their own description, Halifax information, Oscar is current and informed with ready for taxi.
push and start discretion, and we'll call for taxi or turn on 113.
Alright. Park brake set, tugs released, and let's go ahead and start. Gonna mute myself for the start and start engine 2. Alright, G's going up for engine 1. N2's waiting for N2 to reach 56 and the valve should close. There's 56, valves closed. Good start on 1. Waiting for AGT to stabilize. Stabilizing, good start on engine 1. Generators coming on. APU's coming off. Continuous relight. That's going off. Sounds good. And we're departing flaps 1. And with that, let's go ahead and do our, let's just wait for the green light there. Alright, green light, good to go. For taxi checklist, generators are on, APU is off start, switches are continuous, probe heat is on. NEI software conditioning, actually NEIs, let's go ahead and do NEIs. Air conditioning packs and auto bleeds are on, installation valves and auto flaps 1. Green light, step trim, fire 494 and cross jack 494. Start levers, idle detent, flight controls. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Up. Down. Neutral. Right rudder. Left rudder. And neutral. Recall. Recall's clear and checked before taxi checklist complete. And we're going to go ahead and do our before takeoff checklist. We'll do a config check once we start taxiing. Let's check the upper charger, ready to taxi.
Worship for Charlie Juliet, Halifax Ground, runway 05. Halifax information off tourist current and taxi apron and auto traction. Taxi Alpha, Juliet, Ultra 05.
Apron on discretion Alpha Juliet to Short 05 for Jack Juliet. I know we have on screen. Let's do a config check. Brakes released. Brake check, looking good. And config check. Flaps 1, green light. Stat trim 494 is set. There's an aircraft ahead of us, FedEx, so keep an eye on it. We said Alpha and Juliet. So we're just gonna go.
Halifax ground. Good evening, FedEx State 167. Just cleared runway 5.
Thanks.
Take up refuge reviewed, runway heading. Captain secured. For takeoff checklist is down to the line is complete.
Alright, Delta Alpha to the cargo area, FedEx State 167.
Okay, cargo is going to be over on the left, so I don't think it's going to be an issue here.
And all stations Halifax ground, wait for half a minute.
Say half a minute. Just follow the aircraft and let's go ahead and pull up our. Here we go.
And all stations Halifax ground back. Worship for Charlie Juliet, caution traffic, and the FedEx taxiing on the taxi Alpha.
For Charlie, I have to traffic. Uh, 19.2 for departure. Just pull up Halifax for departure, and that's gonna be there you go. Just pull it up here, have it ready to go. Not much to look at, but oh yeah, I was trying to remember. I think cargo in Halifax is around the corner over there, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, it is all the way down. I mean, technically we'll be able to Charlie, but I will use full length. 20 to 30 knots, looking good. A little bit of issues with my this might be rudder, my tiller. Could be winds too. Let's see. Let's check for Charlie. Ready for departure.
Bullshit 4 Charlie Juliet, roger.
MCP set transponders going TRA. TARA.
Bullshit 4 Charlie Juliet, contact Halifax Tower, 118.4, have a nice flight, bye-bye.
Over to Tower 18-4, West Chef for Charlie Jet. Thanks for see. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Halifax Tower, West Chef for Charlie Jet. Coming up on Juliet, ready for departure.
Bullshit 4 Charlie Juliet, Halifax Tower, hello. Airborne contact terminal 119.2. Wind car, clear for takeoff from runway 05.
Good take 04 airborne 19 to West Chef for Charlie Jet. MCP set, transponder TRA, strobe lights are on, landing lights are on, before takeoff checklist below the line is complete. Takeoff. Stable. N1 Toga. Airspeed is alive.
80 knots.
Checked. Thrust hold.
Pause the brake.
Gear up. Autopilot is coming on. CMD, VNAV speed. Terminating WestJet for Charlie Jet, passing 3000.
Bullshit 4 Charlie Juliet, Halifax terminal today, you're identified. Turner, direct test on course, climb flight level 230.
Direct Halifax on course, climbing at 230 for Charlie Jet.
And Bullshit 4 Charlie Juliet, just confirm that left correction right peak task, India, Golf, Tango, Alpha Sierra.
Right direct deck test for Charlie Jet. That's bumpy.
Charlie Juliet, contact Moncton Center, 118.6, good day.
Over to 118.6, West Jet for Charlie Jet. Good day, thanks. What does Center, good evening, West Jet for Charlie Jet, passing 10,000, flight level 230.
West Jet for Charlie Juliet, Center, hello, climb, flight level 290.
Elevator 390, for Charlie Jet.
Okay, 290.
Elevator 290, for Charlie Jet. Set. After takeoff, air condition and pressure are set. Engine start switches off. Landing gear up and off. Auto brake is off. Flaps up. No lights. And altimeter set. 3017. We'll switch over to 2902. Passing 18,000. A nice climb at 3,300 per minute. Try to see here what are the procedure they're using, doing down in, wait a minute.
Moncton Center, good night. CDM November 960 Foxtrot, flight level 300 with instruction, CDM pilot suspension, flight level 2.
That went out.
Number 960 Foxtrot,
So,
Moncton
I'm
Center,
not
hello,
sure.
Cabin 5 arrival, K-Lay transition, descend, flight level 280 when ready.
The current 5 arrival, I'm sorry, say again, 960 Foxtrot.
60 Foxtrot, click, cabin 5 arrival,
Signas.
K-Lay transition, when ready, descend, flight level 280.
Okay, standard.
Roger, combat 5, K-Lay transition, when ready, descend, flight level 280, 960 Foxtrot.
See, 360, so we got 18025 and 27025. Minimums for now 649er. Arrow 649er. departure, that's going to stay 649er and 450, so it's the same. And 450 is set. Cool. Burn 5. Set up for ILS 28. And what do we got? Actually favoring 3-4. Not sure what kind of, if there's any approaches on 3-4. 3-4 is 7,000 feet, which is more than enough for us. So let's see if we do 3-4. Burning 5, Perlo transition. There's a RNAV. LETAC. Waiting for that, I guess. Just double check that. It was 1,000 to go to 290, leveling off 290, FMC speed, VNAV out. Just do RNAV Zulu, AVZAC. We'll see what we get. And we'll go from there. Minimums are 681, so that much, not that much different. Flight level 410, please.
That's for Juliet, correction for Charlie, Juliet, car flight level 410, contact Moncton 132.42.
Copy to 410322, West Shepherd, Charlie Schmidt, thanks. That's an N1 VNAV speed. Okay, good evening, West Shepherd, Charlie Schmidt, passing 294 to 410.
West Shepherd 4 Charlie Juliet, climb flight level 410.
Climb to 410 left for Charlie Schmidt. Say for the RNAV, the MSA would change to runway 34. If we get to forward at 2400. No ATIS. Let's see about that.
Arctic 5 Tango, contact Moncton Center 118.6, and if you request any other vectors or stuff or other directions, just ask them.
Should have increased that speed down here.
118.6, 5 Tango.
On that level off. Northwest 34, we can clear at, let's see, I want to say probably Juliet. It's about 5,000 feet. I don't see why not. Let's look at fuel first. .8 and we're 11.2. Out of 15.8. 112.4. Alright. Fly for 3-4. 12-4, 12-3-4, so we're good there. I import the weather, see how much runway you use, and then we go from there. We've got 4,500, so that'll be enough for us. Do reverse, pull up, and yeah, I saw it. Just double check on attempts. Light rain showers, 330, 24 gusting 37, 2.5 miles. Mist overcast 700, 102934. And we got fog, so yeah, it's on. Without a brakes, 3. And flaps 30. Actually, you know what? Not dry. Let's do wet. 46, flaps 40. 45. I mean, worst case scenario, just go all the way down. So we do flaps 40, out of brakes 3. Cool. Weather's checked, arrival briefing, there's no ATIS. It was originally runway 28, we're aiming for 34. Transition level is 180. Set up for departure arrival. RNAV Zulu 234. And that is AVZAG, but we can change to here we go, AVZAG. 4. So 5 for 15. And 10 for 5 for flaps 5. Let's do 120 miles. And it's 1,000 to go, 410. The route's checked. We'll double check once we arrive to see which RNAV we'll get. But I'll also reset the ILS for runway. Let's see here, ILS runway 28 as a backup. 1103-283.
Moncton Center, Rouge 1522, we're back in the cockpit.
Rouge 1522, welcome back.
283. Level up, leveling off, flight level 410 FMC speed VNAV path. Awesome. Set my decimal 78. Course is set. Landing altitude is set for 450. Minimums are initially set to 649. It's for the ILS. It might increase up to 681 if you take the RNAV for 34. We got our landing weight, auto brake set to 3, also for 34. And yep, good to go. Got a top descent coming up in 200 miles. It's another 26 minutes. Hello, Evan, how are you, man? How are you? Where are you up to? I've been offline the last couple days. Oh, I see, you're flying. Nice. DC-6 guy is going to Iceland. Nice. Very nice. I guess we're pretty much set up. You're bored? Why? Why are you bored? What's wrong with that? What's up with that? Let's go to auto there. And these guys can come off, actually. So. Or no, it's only got, so that's good. Hop on. If you get on to, let's see here. What do we got? Try to look here. So if you depart from, say, St. Pierre? We might arrive right around the same time. Maybe. I'm flying right over St. Pierre. Saint-Pierre-et-Miquelon. Nice weather in St. John's. Let's take a look at the TAF. What's it now? 0214. 2122 to 2218. Yep, not gonna get any better. It's actually trending worse. Weather's about to get worse. Me neither. I didn't know either. You know how it is. I didn't know I was gonna fly until I finally got home, and I was like, oh, what do we got? We got Moncton, so let's go ahead and fly that. So, and then I haven't flown the 737 in a while, so I was like, could do that too. So, where are you at now? Let's see if I can find you. Maybe not. Wait, that would be, oh, you're over in Vietnam. Oh, I got a TC over there in Philippines. Nice. You're nowhere. Really? Nowhere. Let's see, Mexico is up. It's been an hour. Colombia's up. Let's see. 25 minutes. We've got Rio up. 2 hours, 20 minutes. I don't think they're going to stay up. Argentina is up. Now, if it's Rudy, he stays until later. He stays up till late at night. It is Rudy. So.
Washington 4, Charlie Juliet, Moncton.
Go ahead, for Charlie Juliet.
Washington 4, Charlie Juliet, which approach would you like on runway 34?
Glad you read my mind. Yeah, take 3-4 and just stand by. Just double check your. So I see you got two RNAVs, RNAV Yankee late tag transition if possible.
Alright, you can expect the RNAV, what's that, 4 Charlie Juliet, you can expect the RNAV Yankee runway 34 approach and left tag transition.
We'll expect RNAV Yankee runway 34 late tag transition, West Jet 4 Charlie Juliet. Nice.
West Jet 4 Charlie Juliet, roger, clear direct left tag.
Direct left tag for Charlie Juliet. Alright, so let's change it up.
Center,
Nice.
good evening. They're kind of 113, 5,500.
This one is quick and dirty.
Canada 113, Moncton Center, hello.
It's gonna be fun.
Level 360, time altitude.
Late tag, execute.
Alright, 260, you're kind of 113, thanks.
It's the direct late tag. Awesome. I'll keep the calculations as is for fuel and everything. It wouldn't be that much of a difference anyways. Shorten our top descent a little bit. Lead tag is gonna be, sorry, minimum is gonna change. Oh man, RNAV acting up. The RNAV, Navigraph acting up. Okay, lead tag, max 230 knots, mandatory 5,000, we'll cross check that. 230 below, 5,000, over the intrap, max 210 knots. Wait a minute. There he goes. This is the one I want.
1522, request away for 5 minutes. I need to go run up and get a charger for my charts.
210 Bravo, 3500.
Oh yeah, go down, I'll give you 2 minutes.
Perfect, sounds good. We'll go, Brad. Thank you very much.
Maybe
for your understanding.
2,000 above, Bonic, 1,500 above, 6341 and 126. Approach was 4121. So 129 top of the set. Our minimum is changing to 7 to 5. 7. I just realized the minimums are. Wait a minute. Let's check that again. Overcast is 600, so we should be good. 757. And then we'll change the MSA. That's over runway 34. 25 miles. I'm just gonna add on. Wait a minute. I'm just gonna add it here. Runway 34. 25, 2,400 is where we need to go. This approach climbing to 3,000, track 336 to Aaron, or Aaron. 36 Aaron and holds inbound 336, right turn. And 121 is going to give me about 640 feet per minute on that descent. And again, we calculated for possibly clearing at Juliet. So, we'll aim for that. Flaps 40, 121 approach speed. Good, good. Alright, we're briefed. Descent checklist, pressurization set. 450. ADIS is going to come on. Approach briefing and fuels discussed. IS and autobox checked and set. VRF 4121. From the right side.
Locked in, Rouge 1522 is back in the cockpit. Thank you for your understanding.
Rouge 1522, welcome back.
unless I'm just being, I don't know, wrong there. Seven. 86. I might expect on that descent.
Mazda Center, good evening, KLM 645, checking in 52.
KLM 645
No, I
Monster
expect descent, but
Center.
do high speed.
I don't see you on my scope right now. Can you just report your location?
Stand by, we're 400 nautical miles from taxi. Stand by, and there's no flight plan, we'll do a file here. Heading to the taxi.
And center, kind of 113, we're back.
Okay, 113, welcome back. And CAM 645, yeah, oh, there you go. CAM 645, squawk high then.
KLM 645, squawk right in. Yeah. Mazda Center, KLM 654, checking in. 50, 400 miles from taxi.
CAM 645, identified by level 360, welcome aboard.
Thank you, sir. KLM 654.
So you got 9 minutes for top descent. Signor Miquelon.
Moncton Center, Rouge 1522, we have St. John's information, Lima off of NAV Canada's website. Request RNAV Zulu Runway 34 via ABSAC.
Oh, okay. Now that works.
I can't even get the NAV Canada spaces to open. You can expect RNAV Zulu via ABSAC.
We can expect RNAV Zulu via ABSAC for runway 34 into St. John's. Would you like me to send you that link for NAV Canada?
Oh no, I have spaces. It's just been constantly crashing for 3 days.
Yeah, I know NAV Canada's been a little off lately, but anyways, I'll expect RNAV Zulu via ABSAC runway 34.
I did not know that. Let's
Thank
see
you.
if I can find it.
I have a very strong opinion on the NAV Canada's recent vet weather product, but well, it is what it is.
Oh, got it. So,
And the other thing is I was trying to fly today and the winds are right on my max demonstrated cost limits. I was trying to check the website and it just doesn't show it to me. Well, unfortunate.
light, snow, and rain. Mist overcast 600, 0029 or 38. Approach RNAV Zulu 34. 3515 requests approach, initial contact, landing departing 34. And so we got here. Having status. That's cool. Learned some. That's awesome. 2939. We'll reset that. Cross check that what the 8 is. It is METAR 2938. I'm going to set 2939er. Straight down 34, 340, 2532, gusting 32.
Follow Emirates 36 Kilo with the inbound Mandalay, follow 330.
Emirates 36 Kilo Moncton Center, hello squawk cadet. Westjet 4 Charlie Juliet, when ready descend 4000, the Torbay altimeter. I'm sorry, when ready descend 5000, the Torbay altimeter. 2938.
We're it down 5,000, 2938 for Junction Edge.
Was it for Charlie Juliet, 4,000, sorry, 5,000 when ready, please.
When ready down to 5,000, 2938 Westjet for Junction Edge.
Emirates 36 Kilo identified, funnel 330, will come forward.
5,000 set, 2938. Trying to look at the arrivals here. 2 arrivals. Oh, we are converging. Say 475 ground, I'm doing 470. That's going to change soon now.
Falcon Center number 341 Charlie 117.
Let's do that
November
now.
341 Charlie Mountain Center, hello.
Let's do my gate 1. See if we can see some, yeah. It's not that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, right there. Right there. There's our descent, 7 miles.
Mountain Center, KLM 654 requesting flight 380.
John 645 Mountain Center, I see you're already inclined, but climb flight level 380.
Yeah, apologies. FMC started bringing us up. Sorry for the late call. But yeah, the request is 380.
Yeah, no, climb flight level 380. My plane, if you set it up, set the auto set climb up, it will just climb itself. I did that before too.
These aren't planes are way too smart for us, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. 380 for KLM 654.
The Rouge is coming from Montreal. And there's our descent. Yeah. We'll bring it back down.
Route 1522 from Seagore, followed the Seagore 4 arrival into St. John's. You can plan the RNAV Zulu runway 34 approach AFSAC transition.
5 Tiger transition, descend through the Tiger 4. We are getting the AFSAC transition, RNAV Zulu runway 34, Rouge 1522.
pressurization set. Any ice is coming on. Approach briefing and fuels discussed. IS and autobugs checked and set. Fuels balance 31 and 31. 4.31 and 4.31. Bank angle set at 25 and so far so good.
Center, Crown 113, can we switch over to Eurocom?
Air Canada 350 now, just about to call you that. The American space to the west, surveillance services are terminated, change on route frequency, have a good day.
1228, Air Canada 113, have a good day, your sound to go up.
Moncton Center, Rouge 1522, request.
Go ahead, sir.
Moncton Center, Rouge 1522, we're descending through flight level 195 right now. Could we, by any chance, have a direct to ABSAC, if possible?
Rouge 1522, continue up star. I have some contract in front of you.
All good, we'll keep direct Tiger on course then, and then the Tiger 4 for Rouge 1522.
Flaps 1, so we check flaps 1.
Budget 4 Charlie Juliet, you clear the RNAV Yankee runway 34 approach.
Clear nav Yankee 34, chef 4 telephone.
Torbay wind check, 34023 gusting 34.
Approach checklist, on spinner instruments set across checked. Got 2938, approach 8's checked and set. The LS on standby, 1103, 283 on both sides, and a VOR, St. John's VOR 13502. We got LS on standby for 28. We're set up for the RNAV Yankee 34. Going up the lid tab max 230 knots, mandatory 5,000. Bring it down at 230 at green dot. And decel. 1,000 to go. And we're clear. Let's go ahead and set up to 1500 and monitor. To 30. Do flaps 5s, check flaps 5. Continuous relight, recall. Three brakes armed. Landing gear on a brake set 3. Flaps, I'm going to do flaps 40. Landing lights are on, all lights on. New trap 210. Just going to go ahead and bring down the 180. Low to 10, the flaps down. Flaps down, speed check, flaps down. Go ahead and bring the
Route 15.2, turn right direct AFSEC, clear the RNAV Zulu runway 34 approach.
Right turn direct AFSEC, clear the RNAV Zulu runway 34 approach, AFSEC transition for Rouge 1522.
WestJet 4 Charlie Juliet, the Torbay winds, 34022, vesting 34, clear land runway 24.
Drill 34, WestJet 4 Charlie Juliet. 2515. 15 and 5. Flaps 15. Gears coming out. Glide path, MCB speed. Flaps 25, speed check. Now bring the flaps all the way down, flaps 40. Auto throttle's coming off. How's it, Bonick? Seven. Bring it down our bridge. Before landing, switches continuous recall is checked. Speed brakes are on green light, and auto brake set. 3 flaps, 40 green lights. Landing. Landing gear is down.
1,000
checked.
St. John's, wind check 34024, gusting 31.
Light slow. 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 Light slow.
Autopilot's coming off.
Light slow. Light slow. Light slow. Light slow. Light slow. Minimums.
Continue.
Light slow. Light slow. Light slow. Light slow.
I ain't got enough time
Light slow.
to push the button.
Light slow. Light slow. Light slow.
Yeah,
Light slow.
yeah.
Light slow.
Eight knots and minor brakes.
Westjet 4 Charge Unit, welcome to Tor Bay. Taxi Juliet Hotel Golf to the apron.
Juliet Golf, Hotel Golf into apron for Telejet, thank you.
Route 1522, Tor Bay winds 34022, gusting 31, clear to land, runway 34.
Clear to land, runway 34, Route 1522.
get stuck. It's happened before. There we go. Awesome. That was awesome. Let's see if we can see the other guy land. Maybe. Let's see where he's at. Oh, he's landing now. Oh, you're right, it landed. There he is.
Route 1522, welcome to Tour Bay. Backtrack as required, vacate on Juliet, taxi Juliet Hotel Golf to the apron. Have a good day.
Exiting runway 34 now at Juliet, taxiing to the apron by Juliet Hotel Golf, and our final gate for Coach 1522. Thanks for the ATC, sir, and that was really the worst approach I've ever personally flown into St. John's.
Well, that's St. John's for you. Have a very good day, man.
You too. See ya.
That was fun. Fun approach.
Canada, Canada 868 inbound, not on timing, flight level 350.
Okay, 68 Moncton Center, hello.
And a chef for Charlie Donna blocks. Thanks for ATC. I'll see you next time.
See ya.
Let's make a screenshot. I'll wait for the other guy. Screenshots. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. I will see you guys later. Thank you. It was awesome flying into Canada with this amazing weather. I love flying in weather like this actually. But anyways, see you guys. Bye.